Music. That was your first project in 2021. So, getting into with Token Music as an organization. So, first of all, we would like to know what the Token Music's use case was, and what was your contribution, and the challenges that you have experienced in your first role.
Sure.
How did you overcome that? Okay, cool. Yeah.
It was yeah, it was a really cool startup led by a really cool founder,
Hmm.
and it was it was about a music NFT marketplace. So it allows music creators to create their NFTs around their songs and albums, and it allows their fans to buy those tokens and receive some share of their royalty that they receive from different DSPs. So I was hired there as a blockchain developer, and I worked with them for an year. So the major challenges that I faced there was yeah, it was my first time in a startup, and it was a US based startup. So we had completely opposite time differences. So in that case, yeah, I did face some challenges because yeah, it was hard to schedule meetings with fellow colleagues and yeah, the founder itself. But because that's where I started my journey on working with startups. And this is the best thing that I liked about it, because when you're working with a small team, definitely you won't expect the product to be at a very high level in the market because it just started.
Right.
But you get to know the whole team, you get to know the founder, you get to know the people at each and every level, and you all just come together on a call daily and you just talk about stuff. And yeah, I mean, startups are really fun, they're really fun. We just you used to chat about other things as well, like other than work, what's going in our lives. And so yeah, it was a really great opportunity for me to work with those guys. And that's how I actually got interested more into NFTs. And yeah, it's got me yeah, researching more about it and working on them a lot as a developer.
Right. Now that's exciting. And so, in my own circle of friends or colleagues at times who are still naive to NFTs, or there was a bit of a negative air about NFTs in the
Yeah.
industry, that they have no use case, they're just a scam. So, would from your own experience of working with music and seeing that impact that the artist, the impact that the token music was creating for the artist. So, what would you say? What kind of a change you have seen happening for the artists? Yeah.
Honestly, I
Hmm.
do agree with both sides because I myself have I used to do freelancing by the side when I worked full time. So I have myself worked with some rock pull projects where it's actually just a scam that they just create some images, they just mint it as NFTs, and they ask you just to mint and just run away with the money. So that also happened a lot, and that actually created the mindset that user perceives NFTs as scam. But if you look at the real use case of an NFT, and I mean, I'm not expecting anyone to look at it from a technical side, but even if we take a look at it from a financial side, so the greatest impact that I've seen for NFTs is, first of all, the artists, like whoever they would be, either like digital art creators or traditional art creators, or you can say painters and music creators. Like there are many startups that were actually competitors of token music, like Audius is one of the famous ones. And honestly, they have helped creators a lot because create like artists are more of aesthetic beings. And the for them to make a good income is really hard. Actually was really hard before NFTs. But yeah, I've seen many artists going into the space. Even one of my friends is also really incredible artist. And yeah, I'm just helping her to get into this NFT space as well. um, I would say that NFT space is a bit controversial, and that's because of, yeah, because of such projects that actually don't make any sense. Because
Right.
initially it was everything they were just randomly minting any image or something like that. So yeah, it did create a bit of chaos. But now people have started to understand that to sell NFTs to some users, because now they are thinking of it as a technology, they are thinking of it as a use case. So now they're willing to put utilities in those NFTs. And it's actually it can create a really great impact on financial side as well, because these tokens allows you to partially invest in some asset, because not every time you can buy a whole asset. Like if there's a house that I want to buy, but yeah, it's like it's of crores or like millions. So I don't have that much money, but I want to like invest in that house. So like you can tokenize that asset, and you can just buy some fractional tokens of that. So this fractional investment has also been a very good use case for these NFTs and stuff. So yeah, definitely, like I I can understand like why people have such a perception about NFTs. But yeah, it does it's worth to look at the big picture.
Yeah, certainly. I loved your thoughts, and thanks for sharing that examples with examples as well. So with the blockchain, right? So you were a blockchain developer.